Guys, hello. You're joining me, Kelly McHugh, founder of Digital Yoga Academy. Today's live training is all about collaboration ideas, three collaboration ideas to extend your reach. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. As you start to join, let me know where you're watching from. Say hello. I'm live here on Instagram and on Facebook. Okay, so today's training really is about your network. It's about your network and who you can find in your network to collaborate with. And anybody can build an incredible network from scratch. Okay, you don't have to be really special or really successful to attract, like-minded people. And it's one of the best things that you can do to boost your yoga career. Okay, so and this is because a network opens up opportunities. Okay, opportunities to collaborate, to create partnerships that are going to expose you to new audiences, and that's really cool. Okay, so and the reason it's cool is because it's free as well, so you're going to get yourself in front of potential new students. And if you're just starting out, building your network can be an incredible and easy and free way to build your community and extend your reach. So there is a live at 6 p.m. So in 3 hours, I'm going to be doing another live, and that's about teaching yoga online. Okay, so just in reply to that question there on Instagram. You're getting a double whammy today. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Okay, let me know. Say hello. Let me know how your day is. Give me some feedback. Okay, so today this training is about collaboration ideas. Okay, so when you focus and start to visualize who you want to collaborate with, magical things start to happen. Okay, so you have to get really intentional about this, really intentional about what you want to do. Okay, and who are the people that you want to do it with. And this means reaching out to people. Okay, this means maybe sending the email. It means picking up the phone, connecting on social media, maybe commenting on a potential partner's blog post, whatever it is, to make contact and to take action. And we all start somewhere, right? And sometimes it's just a case of asking and not being afraid to reach out to these people directly. Okay, so never hold yourself back. Don't hold yourself back from reaching out to people, because one of the biggest mistakes that you can make is to assume that you can just create great content, yeah, and that alone is going to be enough to grow your audience online. Quite simply, it's not enough. You need to involve other people, other businesses, other teachers if you want to grow and excel. And this is really about collaboration over competition. Okay, so I want you all to start thinking about who is aligned with your values and really importantly shares the same audience as you. So following on from yesterday's training, where I talked about understanding who your ideal students are, and you can catch up on that training in Facebook on my Facebook page, you can find that training. Thinking about who your ideal students are, that's super important, because you need to know who your audience is so that you can start to think about who else shares the same audience. Okay, so the first step I want you to take with this is I want you to begin by creating a target list. Yeah, target list of 10 to 15 people, and they could be other teachers or brands, okay, other businesses who are in your niche, yeah, that you want to connect with and work with more closely. Okay, so that's super important. I want you to do that, and then you can start reaching out to those people, start contacting them. Even things like responding to their posts on social media, or leaving a comment on their Instagram photo, or on their story, whatever it is. But start contacting them, making contact with them on social, building that friendly relationship, and doing that regularly. Okay, we're not doing this to manipulate people. That's not the point. What we're doing here is we're trying to build a network of connections with people. Okay, so make contact, make contact, start to build that relationship. And when you do that, it's going to help you for people to kind of take notice of you. Okay, so it's about just building a friendly relationship first of all, yeah. And building these relationships with people in your niche is going to really go a long way for building your brand, yeah, and making you happier with the work that you're doing. So that's super important to think about that as well. So I want you to start being active in online communities, maybe groups on Facebook. There are lots of, communities that you can be a part of. And focus on those communities where your audience is hanging out. Again, that just connects back to what I said about your ideal students. So the more active you are and the more helpful you are, the more people are going to take notice of you, okay? So this is about you being visible as well, okay? You need to start being more visible in the places where your 10 to 15 list of other teachers and brands are kind of also being visible as well. Let people take notice. And if you do that enough, people will start to recognize who you are and they'll want to learn more about you as well. So, maybe they're going to start to click through onto your website, or maybe they'll go onto your Instagram profile, take a look. Essentially building your network is going to help you to create partnerships and collaborations. And that's what this is about, okay? And ideally, you want that person, well, not ideally, that you want that person to also share a similar audience as you as well, that you can start to tap into and extend your reach. And what I'll say here is, whilst, we want to dream big, and I'm always encouraging you guys to dream big, but it's good to have people or brands on your radar that you want to work with who have a larger similar audience, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way, okay? So for my other business, for Good Yoga Life, in the early days, I ran a lot of events, and I ran a lot of events in partnership with food and drink brands who were also new in the space. And they had an audience, but perhaps that audience was still pretty small. But however, it still enabled me to get, new eyes on my yoga business and to get people onto my email list and to get those people to come to my classes and events. So don't underestimate that. It doesn't have to be that you're looking at this list of 10 to 15 people or brands and thinking that they have to be super big. They don't, So keep that in mind as well, okay? Okay, so today I'm sharing with you, some examples. I'm going to share with you 3 ideas for partnerships and how you can go about that. But I want to start by saying this, for Good Yoga Life, a business that I set up 5 years ago, the biggest impact on the growth of that business, especially in the early days, was really a direct result of the partnerships that I created within my network. Yeah, that was really where I focused my energy, and my growth was as a direct result of that focus and energy. Okay, it really was. Yeah, and it was all for free. So keep that in mind. Okay, so there's many ways that you can go about collaborating. So let's crack on with those. So the first idea here is to approach a partner and create a guest blog post for their website. Okay, this is a really super easy way to collaborate with someone. The most important thing when you look at this is that the partner has the same audience as you, okay? The same audience of ideal students that you want to reach. And guest posting can be a really excellent way to also grow your email list, because it allows you to get in front of new audiences, okay? So the key thing with this to enable you to grow your email list is that you're always going to be driving traffic back to your website from the guest blog post. Okay, so you're going to write some content for someone's website, and on that website you're going to drive content back to your site with a call to action, okay, that talks about your freebie, okay, super important, and encourages people to click through. So when you go and approach a potential partner about this, you want to be saying to them, I've got a piece of content that I really want to share with you, but I've also got an amazing freebie for your audience as well that's going to enable them to take action on this. Okay, so that could be, you know, a downloadable meditation, or it could be a video series, or something that's really awesome that people are going to want to get their hands on. So that's super important. And if you're not sure how to go about that, if you're not sure if you're not sure how to go about creating a freebie, then go to the Digital Yoga Academy Facebook page, because I definitely have free trainings on that, okay, that talk you through that. Or go and listen on my podcast. There's on the podcast on the Yogipreneur, there's an episode about creating a freebie, okay? So go and check that out. Don't need to be stuck with any of this. So what I'll say here is that your guest blog post should be some of your best work, okay, in order to convince the readers on that other website to jump over to your site, okay? So the reason why some people don't see great results with guest posting is that the blogs don't have the right audience that they want. So that's important, to just make sure that you're really tapping into the right audience, or because they're writing mediocre posts, yeah? Because they want to save the best blog posts for their own website. So don't get caught in that trap. You want to really produce some amazing work here. Otherwise, people aren't going to feel incentivized to click through to your site. So how do we feel about that? Creating a guest blog post. Have any of you guys done this already? Have you done this? Have you thought about your network and who's going to have the same audience, and can you provide a nice piece of content for somebody in that network? What could you provide for them? What could you provide? So one of my students, Benjamin, his name is, he does yoga for athletes, and I was talking to him about this, and so he was going to, or yoga for runners, sorry, and he was going to approach some running groups and create guest blog posts for their websites, their sites. He was going to approach a running group that he was working with to create a post on how yoga can help you with your running. And then his freebie is a video series. So, you know, there's definitely ways that you can link this up, and it doesn't have to be like a yoga business, another yoga business. It could be another business in your niche. Okay, so it's really important to think about that, and that's why I was talking earlier about, you know, understanding who your ideal student is. So anybody doing this, guys? You guys doing this? Are you creating blog posts? Have you attempted this before? Okay, so the second idea then to collaborate is to do a giveaway together. To do a giveaway. So again, looking at your network, thinking about what you have to offer, and you've got plenty to offer, but coming up with some kind of giveaway that you can promote together on social media. And you know, thinking about what the other brand can also bring to that giveaway in terms of a prize, and then you work together to promote that through both of your comms channels. So they'll send it out to their email list, you'll send it out to your email list, you'll have some images that you can both promote across social media, and having some kind of, you know, building up the hype around your giveaway. And this is a super easy thing to do. I used to do loads of these giveaways in the early days for Good Yoga Life, and it was a really great way to build my Instagram following, but you can take it a step further, and you can also, you know, build out a landing page that you would both promote to collect email addresses for your giveaway. So, you know, it doesn't have to be just on social media, promoting it on social media. You can also use it as a list building tool. So don't underestimate the power of a giveaway, okay? If you're running events, you know, you could give away a place to one of your events. So that's also going to help to promote your event, because more people are going to find out about your event through the promotion. And you've got a partner who's then going to be also promoting your event for you. So that's great. So get creative with this. Like, what could you offer? You know, what could you offer? Could you offer access to your online class that you are now going to be running, you know, in response to COVID-19? Maybe you're thinking about taking your teaching online, and I'm going to be going live in just over a couple of hours. I'll be going live again at 6 p.m. UK to talk about how you can do that, some easy steps to get yourself online ASAP, so that you can minimize business loss. Okay, so I'm just looking at the comments here on Facebook. Maria. Yeah, so she says, Maria says, I wrote for Rainbow Kids Yoga, and she's their ambassador. Brilliant, amazing, well done, well done, well done. And she also said that my trouble is that it takes ages for them to reply, and you have to be very persistent with your emails to get a response. Exactly. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, actually, but it's a good point. It's a good point. Don't give up. You know, when I said to you guys at the start of this about, you know, you have to reach out at the end of the day to get these collaborations underway. You have to be the one that's sending the email and being persistent about it. Like, don't just send one email and that's it, and like, oh, okay, I tried. No, you have to be persistent. You have to follow up. Okay, so the second idea is to do this giveaway. You can do it on social media, or you can take it a step further and actually use it to drive traffic to your email list. Okay, so that would be really great. I encourage you to do that. You know, that extra little bit of work of setting up a landing page will be really, really beneficial for you, because it's all about your email list, guys. But that's another training. Okay, so the third idea I've got for you guys is that you can reach out to someone who is an admin for a Facebook group that's in your niche, and offer to do a live class or maybe a live Q&A on a particular yoga topic, where you will go live in their Facebook group for an hour, okay? And, you know, you're going to get yourself in front of new people, in front of a new audience. And this is a really, really easy thing to do. And to do something like this right now is very, very timely, right? Lots of studios right now are closing their doors. Lots of classes are being cancelled. And so for you to get into these groups and to be able to support people with your yoga message and provide some yoga online is going to be really, really great way to support people with what's going on right now. Okay, so think about the groups that are in your niche specifically, but there are thousands of yoga groups on Facebook, guys. So, you know, get onto Facebook and really have a look. Start having a look at some of the groups, join the groups, start being really helpful inside those groups. Yeah, start supporting people. And then when you've done that, you need to do that first. You need to be visible and provide help for people. But once you've done that, reach out to the admin of the group and make that suggestion. Make that suggestion. Okay, so they're your three ideas, okay, that I want you to have a think about. Hey, Amanda. So obviously, number one was a guest blog post. Number two was a giveaway. Number three is to approach a Facebook group to do a live in a Facebook group, okay, and provide some support in a group. So the point is with this, you know, there's lots of things you can do to collaborate. I'm only just really scratching the surface. But the point here is that your collaboration can be anything, okay? And that's the beauty of collaborations, yeah? So the fun thing about being online is that you can really do what you want, okay? So do get creative. And remember that a partnership is providing something valuable to someone with an audience that's similar to yours, okay, and getting promoted to that audience in return, okay? That's what a partnership is. That's what a collaboration is. And the other great thing about them is that you can really get it up and running pretty quickly, okay? You can see instant results, yeah, from, you know, executing it properly. So it's pretty hard to screw up, but you do need to do the work. You need to think about first, who are the aligned partners that I can approach, and start reaching out to those people and have a clear idea about what you want to offer them and what you want to do. And go from there. So there might be some fears that you're having here that kind of hold you back. Like, you might be thinking, well, why on earth would that person partner with me? Yeah, are we thinking this? Give me some feedback. Is this something that's running through your mind right now? And I think, you know, that actually is the worst lie that you can tell yourself, is that you have nothing to offer people in return, okay? Even if you have 0 email subscribers and no influence in your industry, there are multiple things that you can offer, okay? And you've got to remember here that you being able to offer something, you're providing more value to their audience without them having to create new content, okay? And this is why companies love working with other people. So if you can teach something, okay, you can make a partner's life so much easier by making yourself available to their audience. So never underestimate your value and the content and your knowledge that you have, yeah? Okay, so yeah, reaching out, exactly. Even if you haven't got a website up yet, get building, I say to myself. Amanda. Hello, Amanda. What's going on here on Facebook? Let's have a look. Oh, so Maria said, what's the etiquette about plugging in for your events, like plugging your events in the Facebook groups? Would you mention forthcoming events? I mean, you have a conversation, right, with the owner of the Facebook group. You know, you need to just say, like, at the end of my training, at the end of my live class, is it okay for me to mention my event? Just be upfront. Just be upfront. And I'm sure, you know, most people will say yes. Like, I have experts and yoga teachers who are doing great things in their business. I have those yoga teachers come into my group, into my Facebook group every single month, okay, to do live trainings in my Facebook group. And I'm more than happy for them to promote their lead magnet or whatever it might be. Yeah, so we do this at the moment. So if you guys listening now, if you're listening now and you've done something incredible in your business and you want to share that with other yoga teachers, reach out to me. Yeah, we have a series called Yoga Teachers Talk Business. It's every month. There's usually 3 or 4 trainings that take place inside the group. So it's the same thing, right? You know, I'm providing exposure to other teachers inside the group who want to come in and share what they've been up to, and other coaches as well. Okay, so, you know, what I'll kind of finish on really is the truth is this, right? Anyone can find partners who will promote them for free. Yeah, whether you're just starting out or whether you've got 10,000 subscribers on your email list. Yeah, so don't underestimate it. And I know you probably feel scared about reaching out to people because that's outside of your comfort zone. But remember what we said about that, what I always say about that. You know, when we're out of our comfort zone, that's when we're growing. Okay, so we really need to be in that place. Yeah, and you know, from experience, it's about not taking it personally. Yeah, if somebody says no, it's no reflection on you, but the main thing here is that you do this, is that you reach out and you start getting yourself more visible and you start bringing these partnerships and collaborations together. That's what I want from you. Okay, guys, let's have a look. Any questions on this before I head off? And remember, in 2.5 hours I'm going to be going live again. To talk about teaching online, so I think, you know, train your mind here. It's about your mindset. Okay, your mindset's going to give you the confidence to not hold you back and to really break down, you know, the fears so that you can get yourself out there and just realize that this isn't about you, it's about your students. Okay, so don't let any negative thoughts or doubts or fears or anything like that, you know, worry you. because this is about your, it always comes down to your mindset, yeah? So the moment you start to harness your mindset is the moment that you begin to fly, okay? And remember that, building a successful business, it doesn't happen by accident. You need to tune in, you need to program your mind for success so that you can collaborate and grow, collaborate with the right people and grow. Okay, guys, I'm gonna shoot off now, get myself ready for the next live today. That's going to be happening at 6 p.m. today, UK time. Amanda said, is it better to invite guest teachers, collaborators to your group or business page? Yeah, you can. It can work the other way around as well. You can get people into your group, which is exactly what we do. Exactly, that's it. Is it still the thing to invite hot seat guests to talking in Facebook group? Yeah, so that was collaboration number 3, yeah? So you can, approach people to go live in their group, and you can approach people to go live in your group, because then that's bringing more value into your community as well. So it works both ways. It's, the fact that we do that every month, that's less work for me. I'm providing more value, more content to you guys every single month by having those people come into the group and provide their trainings. So yes, cool, brilliant. Okay, guys, I'm going to go and rest my voice for a little bit, and I will see you guys at 6 p.m. talking about teaching yoga online in response to COVID-19. I would love for you to join. It's inside the Facebook group, okay? If you're not a member of the Facebook group, there's almost 9,000 teachers in there, so make sure you are one of those. And it's just going to Facebook, search Yoga Teacher Marketing Community Digital Yoga Academy, okay? And we'll be there at 6 p.m. today. Lots of love. See you guys soon. Take care. Thank you for joining me. You guys are awesome. See you soon.